After a middling season and a lack of coordination through 2019, the Philadelphia Fusion are now on a tear through their Atlantic Conference competition. With excellent timing, teamwork, and a little bit of luck from their stumbling opponents, the Fusion are able to pull off an implausible play. A big thank you to Skillshare for helping support our channel and content. Esports wants to help people learn and improve. Skillshare is a place where you can learn and develop your skills on a range of topics. Visit the link below and sign up for a free trial, which helps support the channel. Okay, now back to the video. In Busan, the first map of their series versus the New York Excelsior, the Philadelphia Fusion found themselves tied 1 round apiece as the team entered MEKA base. Starting off the round strong, the Fusion pushed back the Excelsior and managed to capture the point. Poco and Funny Astro, having the greatest mobility out of all the heroes the Fusion were using, go back and capture the objective. This way, the rest of Philly can maintain control of the most vital section of the map over on the high ground. Best case scenario, this staging ground gives Philly a strong choke point to hold the New York Excelsior at, and worst case it means the Fusion will have high ground control if they're outmaneuvered. Being experienced and well prepped though, Poco is sent over to the secondary checkpoint, the outside door, to scout and see if New York plan of attempting a rotation through it. Again, with D.Va's high mobility, he can rejoin his team if necessary, but also retreat and stay at a safe distance if the Excelsior do push towards him. And lo and behold, that's exactly what New York decides to do. Poco immediately spots this and calls out the position of the enemy to his teammates, while retreating into cover towards the outside of the map. Many teams, with knowledge of the enemy's position, would try to rush over and catch them at the choke point provided by the doorway. However, the Fusion have thought several steps ahead and have a better idea in mind. The most basic level play here would be for the Fusion to attempt to utilize Ivy's Ice Wall to split the NYXL as they pass through the doorway. The counterplay to this, which is known well at the Overwatch League level, is for New York to use their own Ice Wall from Who Are You preemptively, thus preventing Ivy from having the necessary line of sight. With this, having prevented a split initially, and with Poco right in front of them, the New York Excelsior charge forward onto the Fusion's off-tank. But Poco is well prepared for this, and has the defense matrix at the ready. With it, he deletes not only the majority of damage he would have taken, but also the sleep dart from Jonak, and Mono's Fire Strike. Once that's done, Poco doesn't want to overstay his welcome, and uses the boosters to retreat along the coast of the map. Distracted by Poco, and believing their own ice wall has secured this push, the NYXL make a critical error, their first of many in this fight. Jonak extends just a single step too far onto the bridge ahead of the rest of his team, and Ivy takes the inch he was given and creates a massive opening for the Fusion by separating Jonak with the ice wall. Now the NYXL are split from their main source of healing, which means that Sato and the rest of the Fusion feel more comfortable charging forward. Unfortunately for Philly, however, this is not a one fight as of yet. Jonak may be unable to heal his team from the damage they take in at this moment, but there are still several obstacles in the Fusion's way. Firstly, there is a literal obstacle in Who Are You's Ice Wall, which hides a majority of the Excelsior. Then there's the more pressing matter of Hotba's defense matrix. Due to a small angle which both Mono and Sato have to play in, Hotba can double the effectiveness of his matrix, not only preventing a majority of the damage that Mono would have received from Ivy's Icicles and Carpe's Peaceseeker, but simultaneously preventing Sato from getting healing of his own from Alarm. This leads to Sato and Mono effectively trading segments of their health bar, and Sato is forced to play slower than he would like. Meanwhile though, behind Ivy's ice wall and up on the bridge, Jonak hasn't just been left to twiddle his thumbs. Poco, continuing that rotation from the coast of the map, flies up to the bridge and pressures New York's flex support. With the micro missiles, Poco quickly removes over half of Jonak's health bar, which forces Jonak to attempt to use his biotic grenade defensively for the 100 health it would rejuvenate. But Poco has read Jonak like a book, and just as he ate the sleep dart earlier, perfectly times his defense matrix to prevent Jonak from healing himself. Now the ice walls both drop, and the Fusion are ready to plow through the NYXL. First and foremost, Hotba, knowing that Jonak is low, boosts over towards the bridge and defends his Ana player by taking a 1v1 versus Poco. With Hotba distracted, Alarm's healing onto Sato is no longer being denied, meaning Sato is refueled and ready to get back in the brawl. Alarm enables his main tank and gives Sato the nano boost on the re-engage, so Sato now charges forward confident that with the increased stat bonuses provided to him, he can mow down the NYXL. up onto the bridge for maximum cleave potential he goes. And this is where it all falls apart for New York. Not because Sato decimates them though, but because he gives them a beautiful opening. With Sato going up onto the bridge, it means he is rather distant from Ivy and the rest of his team. Who are you, not considering what else his team has up their sleeve, wants to try and isolate Sato from the rest of the fusion. To do this, he uses his Ice Wall, as we'd expect, fresh off cooldown, towards Ivy. But Mono thinks of Sato's positioning in a different way. Rather than try and isolate and focus down Mono, who not only deals increased damage, but also mitigates a good amount of the damage he is supposed to take via the Nano Boost, Mono sees Ivy alone and goes for an Earth Shatter onto the enemy Mei. This counter synergy, with unfortunate timing from the Excelsior, throws all of their potential fight-winning tools down the drain, as the Shatter is blocked by their own Ice Wall, and that wall is easily sidestepped by the Fusion. Now the NYXL are completely routed, and after eliminating Mono and splitting New York with their own Ice Wall, the Fusion claim true dominion over the objective. From there, the Philadelphia Fusion dominate the New York Excelsior on Mecha base, and get the match off to a strong start. Thanks for tuning in, guys. If you liked the video, there is a button for that down below, and make sure to subscribe. Was the Fusion synergy impressive, or was New York just in shambles? Let us know what you think, and while you're at it, check out some more of our videos with Elo Hell Esports.